So before I get into anything, I want to say two things. One, that intro took me a lot longer than you would think. Two, this is going to be the shortest episode of the Pro and Con series I've ever done. Reason being, you're about to find out. But first off, let me get this intro out of the way. What's going on, guys? It is Extreme Pizza Guy. Welcome back to the channel. I butchered that a little bit. And today, we are going to be talking about none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Michael fucking Myers. The guy just had a new movie come out last week, I believe. I don't know, last Friday. So almost a week ago. Go check it out because it's actually really fucking good. Not a shameless plug at all. So let's just jump right into it. Let's just get right down to the proverbial nitty-gritty, whatever you want to call it. And let's talk about Michael Myers perks. First things first, I want to mention one thing. Michael Myers perks is easy to understand after you kind of learn him and play him and understand what it does. One of his perks promotes kind of like a tunneling kind of gameplay style that you want to do. If you want to slow down the game, there is a really, really, really bad outcome from it. Well, really bad from both sides, because if you tunnel this, you get it. I'm not going to be putting definitions on the screen. There's no need, because we're not going to cover them a lot. But Dying Light, in layman's terms, pretty much wants you to hunt the obsession, kill the obsession, because then after that, it pretty much slows down like the rest of the game. And if any survivor knows anything about being a survivor, he definitely does not want the game to be slowed. He wants it to be at their pace. Michael says, fuck you, I'm putting it at my pace, and you're going to have to fucking deal with it. Unless you are from Overwatch and you can fucking resurrect dead people, or like Necros in Warframe, you're not getting anywhere with this game. As long as I am alive and well on this map and in this game, and Dying Light is active, you will not be getting out of this game with your own pace. I don't know where I was going with that. Next up, we have Play With Your Food. No description yet again. Play with your food. For every time you chase your obsession, you get 1 token. If you leave him alone, every time you hit your obsession, you basically de-rank in terms of tokens. And from there, you can also deal with being very slowed down a little bit. Basically, every time you chase your obsession and you leave him alone, he kind of he gets faster. Like, he gets excited at the fact that, ooh, I'm going to get this bitch at some point. So he gets a little bit faster, and then from there, he gets 3 tokens, and every time you hit your obsession, you lose a token. This also applies to the last and final perk of Michael Myers, Save the Best for Last, which is probably becoming my favorite perk out of Michael Myers' whole perk set, except for maybe Dying Light or Play With Your Food. Basically, every time you hit a survivor that is not your obsession, you gain a token, up to 8 tokens, and that is, I don't know how much more speed you get, but you basically, every time you swing at a survivor and you miss, or you swing at a survivor and you connect, you get a token, and it's 10 times faster to pull it out. If you look on the screen right now, at the bottom, I'm not going to zoom in because it's going to be too much work for me, and I don't know how to do it yet. I have 7 tokens from this game, making my hit confirms 10 times faster. And you can kind of even see it right there. So that's pretty much Michael Myers perks. And you might be wondering, like, why am I speeding through it? It's because this is a 9-minute clip. This is a 9-minute video, and this is like 2 minutes out of it. It's basically 7 minutes long. So I'm trying to get as much in as possible because I got like 3 minutes left in recording at this point. So, to kind of explain Michael, he can be played in a lot of ways. One of the ways is obviously very sneaky because he has no terror radius at tier 1, and you can sneak up behind people, especially if you run Monitor and Abuse, making him practically Freddy Krueger at that point. And you can walk up behind people, snatch them off gens, put them on, bop-a-da-boom, done. You could choose to play that game the entire way. Would I recommend it? Absolutely not. The downfall of doing that, Michael has no lunge. He's basically a killer that if you want to chase someone in a chase at the beginning of the game, you're going to have to be like on the survivor's ass. And you can forget about connecting 360 hits on survivors, because they will 360 you and you will not be able to get them. That is a promise. Another thing I want to say is he can also be played very pressure-like, if I guess that makes sense. He can't be played in he cannot, sorry, I gotta emphasize that. He cannot be played in terms of a hillbilly. Hillbilly is by far probably the greatest map pressure killer in the game, because of how fast he can move around the map. Micheal cannot do that. He is not capable of doing that. But what he is capable of is getting gen rushed halfway to hell and then coming right back and sticking it to the survivors. Because he's really good at that. One thing I learned from playing Micheal is he is really, really, really good at getting gen rushed early in the game and then immediately just building up a wave of momentum once he's in tier 3. Once I'm in tier 3, one of the things I like to do is, if I know that there's another survivor somewhere near me, I'm going to want to have that tier 3 active, knock them all down, put one of them on the hook far enough away if you have barbecue and chili or deerstalker, and then just start tracking them down again, pick them up, put them on the hook, end the discussion. You now have 2 survivors on the hook. Now there's 2 survivors or one has to get off of the gen, go get his teammate, and help him out to get him off that hook. Micheal can now just play around however he wants. So that is how I choose to play Micheal. Who is inviting me to games right now? That's how I choose to play Micheal. He's a lot of fun. He really is a lot of fun. All serious inquiries apart, he is really fun to play. High risk, high reward, or no risk, high reward. It doesn't matter to me. You play the killer how you want to play. Judge this video how you want. This is a judge-free area. You can judge me how you want. But I will not. Well, it's not a judge-free area, but you can judge me how you want. With that being said, keep calm. Pizza on. Haven't said that in a while. Peace out, Pizza Bites. And I will see you guys next week on Thursday for the next Pro and Con video. Okay, so now this is post-editing. Extreme Pizza God here, or Nate, whatever one you want to call me. So, quick little thing. Just want to mention real quick that if you guys ever have any ideas for videos or anything in particular that you want to see, any killer video you want to see on Dead by Daylight, any game you want to see particularly that I have, what I want to do is I want to be more interactive with you guys. You know, I want to be able for you guys to reach out to me and have you guys kind of tell me what you want in particular. So what I decided to do is I decided to use the YouTube messages box. If you guys have any questions, anything, if you guys want to do in particular, what I want you to do, send me a message on the YouTube messages box. I'm always on my phone. I always have YouTube like added and open. So if you guys have anything that you want to tell me, anything that if I'm doing a shit job, if I'm doing a great job, if I'm doing this, if I'm doing that wrong, I want you to go down into the YouTube messages box, message my name. I'll get a notification that you want to send me a message. I will answer it. You can tell me what you want to hear, and then we will see where it goes from there. Now, I will for real end the video and let you guys go about your merry day. Why is my caroler not moving? I don't know. I don't know what this clip is. Alright, see you later, guys.